paradise won't change your mind. Can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice.
Oh, you need 600 orbs before you even get, like...
Holy shit. For 600 or big head mode.
Hey,
Everyone's favorite.
this actually has that. So... Big head mode was fun for, like, shooters, just because it, you know...
Well, yeah, because headshots meant something. But, I mean, this is a game where you swat things with an electric fly swatter. Who the hell cares where you hit them? So long as you hit them.
He takes 2.
Yes, he does. He's one badass mofo.
Die.
And
Oh,
health
look, it's a
packs
health pack.
only return 2. Also, the fart gas pellets are really confusing because they are the same color as health packs were in the first game, and I keep expecting them to heal you. And I'm very concerned that they do not. Oh, that is mean.
Yeah. But thankfully I saw it beforehand, so I didn't have to, like, go back, because that would have sucked.
Yeah, still though, you just have... They make you stalk really slowly through the steam trap. That sucks.
I see what I need to do. Yeah, okay.
Can you do the whole jack spin dash
No,
jump
because
and then do the...
Because there's no long jump in this game, which was what was required to do that. Like,
Well, you just learned that maneuver though.
No, I
After
just
waking
learned
up from your
this.
move. Yeah, that's what I mean.
That will that does extend your jump a little bit, but not to the extent that doing a long jump plus one of those did in the previous Jack game.
Oh, so it's just kind of wasted effort.
Well, I mean this one works out okay. Okay, so there's a pit there.
Yes, there is. Don't jump in it this time. It doesn't look like you actually can stun things.
No, it actually, as soon as I got over him, it dropped me out of it.
Weird.
So I guess that's just something they don't want you to do, because maybe
Arbitrary and unfortunate.
Well, it's also entirely possible that it's because the PSP has lower computational power, so it could be a case of they did it that way to. Oh, okay, I got to keep picking those up in order to not just refill the pack, but apparently each time I grab one, it allows me to continue with the boost.
Oh, well. That's good to know.
So this has lower computational power, so there's certain things that they have to take out.
It seems
Thus the
arbitrary,
control scheme.
though.
Well, I mean, it's what programming for the PSP did, which is why games that try to do the full 3D environments like this one usually had some sort of special like not tick, but I wonder if it does.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Go Pyromania. Dang, son.
Would have like some special tie into another game or any number of other things that would keep it from being just a straight up sequel to the other game, which is. But you also, I collected all 35 gems here. Go me, I guess.
Does that mean there are no more enemies?
That means there's no more metal bugs. But so the idea was to give a full gaming experience on the PSP, but you had to take certain shortcuts to do it just because of how the system was designed. But what I'm trying to get at is the AAA 3D games like this always had to have some sort of shortcut to it. Like the camera controls were usually the case, or they would have weird things like that. Whereas the more like goofy not, I wouldn't say indie games, but like the goofy games like the Patapon series had
Patapon.
had other things going for them, so they didn't have to live up to this sort of mechanic, and they're usually remembered a bit more fondly than things like this.
I guess just because they were trying to, they had less to do when creating the visual elements.
They were doing their own thing, as opposed to, oh, well, we're trying to give you the full Jak and Daxter gaming experience on the go. Yay!
Well, the thing is, this is certainly possible, but perhaps they got a bit too ambitious with it. And I think the PSP's
What? Okay. No, keep
what
going.
on earth?
Oh, okay. I'm unclogging the taps.
Opening a valve at the wrong time will cause the whole machine to overheat.
Oh, well.
Flashes to press the button.
And if I screw up, I scald Daxter with steam and have to go again.
Great. So yeah, I think some of the issue stems from the fact that this game, the PSP doesn't have all the stuff that a PlayStation does. PlayStation has 2 analog sticks, and thus more subtle camera controls, and also 2 more shoulder buttons than the PSP does, which means more different subtleties are possible there. Without those, you have to radically change some control schemes and control elements, and with those will change the gameplay, and they kinda didn't.
Right. Which
So
is why you have,
by not changing the gameplay to fit the controls that you were allowed to have, thus causes some issues with the game that you play on it. So I think that's actually the cause of what makes these games a little bit less memorable or less entertaining than their big console cousins. Not just because the console is smaller and has less beefier processing and graphics and whatnot, because that's the case with any portable gaming system. By dint of it being portable, it's not going to be as solid, as strong, as capable as a full-blown desktop sit in one place and be plugged into the main power wall as everything else kind of console, just because it's got to run on batteries, it's got to be efficient, and it's got to be quick.
Be careful though. He looked like he needed a drink.
I would blame the controls for the game design, and thus the game design affecting gameplay itself. Then it's not as beefy as a PlayStation.
Well, I mean, for certain games, yeah. And then there are others that, you know, notably bit off more than they could chew with computational power. This one, you're right. But the controls play a bit better in this one than they did, like, in Lethal Alliance that had...
Well, that's not very hard.
Yeah. Well,
however, you are correct. This game does appear to be much more
the camera
friendly.
is not as big of an issue with this because it's pulled out far enough from Daxter that the camera not immediately responding to where I need it to be isn't as big of an issue.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, like, so just, this is a tap. Hold on, once the camera's done on it. So this is a tap. So it's not like it swings wildly either each time I tap the controls.
Yeah. However, I must reiterate that Ocarina of Time had a much nicer solution to a single joystick or a single analog control stick and needing to move a camera around. Have a one button that moves the camera to face where the character is facing. And if you need to look at something, you make the character look at it and then press the button that says, "Hey, let me get a look at that too."
Yeah, which
I guess
I don't know why
it's
they
just...
haven't really learned from that, given how the age of that game. Like, they've had plenty of time to learn from that. And I mean, even Nintendo makes mistakes when it comes to the camera controls, and they, like, had that. Oh, hello. What are you? I don't. What
They're electrified.
I'm going to stomp you. Oh,
yes.
ow.
Let's get rid of them first, shall we? They seem to be very much dangerous.
Yeah. But they drop health packs.
But you're right. Nintendo did not always have the best camera controls, and when they moved to the GameCube, they had a controller with 2 analog sticks, and the C-Stick was never used for camera control. And as far as I could tell, the C-Stick was never actually programmed to be an 8-way directional thing. It was only ever used for C up, C down, C left, and C right.
Even though
equivalence.
It totally had the 8 directions because after people figured out how to map it to not map it to USB, but like plug the controller in so it could be used as a USB controller, they saw that it will respond to 8-way directions. So that's
so it was kind of a wasted factor in the GameCube controller because they had 2 analog sticks and they only ever used the one.
Fighting bugs and dodging trains.
Thankfully not at the same time, it seems?
Not yet, but this seems to be, hey, we're going to introduce...
This is one of those MegaMan intro stage build-up kind of things.
Yeah, we're introducing you to this mechanic here. So, by the way, this is a thing you're gonna need to do, so be ready for it.
Man, I am getting some mad flashbacks to World of Warcraft in this little subway area here.
Oh, the tram?
Oh, dude, it totally looks like... Oh, God! Oh, that was the 3rd rail!
There is no coming back from a wall jump, by the way.
There is no coming back from electrocution.
Whoa.
And that was really close. Congrats on your new blood pressure. It's much higher than before.
Does it need to be?
Yes. Because once you get run over by a train, it's the highest it will ever be.
Or the lowest.
And then the lowest. A very brief, very intense blood pressure spike, and then drastic and complete release. Oh look, health.
And more health. And that orb.
And chocolate.
Hey, if I don't get enough Cadbury cream eggs, Osmo will die from his diabetes shock.
And his absorbed chimera sister will be very upset with him. Oh, jeez.
Go over here. I think I probably jumped to the next train whenever it shows. Oh, it's over on that side.
You can tell that you're not supposed to stand on that other train because it's red.
Yes. A new dream level is available. Oh, this is faster.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay, they don't instantly kill me, they just hurt.
Well, that's nice of them.
But a new dream level is available if I go to...
This seems a lot nicer than, what's it? The slidey puzzles from before?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Holy crap, that is chilling. And we immediately have to bail. Oh no!
That's the train!
And we fell off! That
Oh, I have
sucks!
to start the whole section over.
Oh, that double sucks! Still, I mean, for what it's worth, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is... I can't... Aesthetically, it's really cool, and I appreciate the way they've done this, because it kind of looks like this stuff wasn't put here just as... Daxter's here, so we need to have a reason to attack him, and bleh.
So...
As opposed to, these look like they would have an actual function.
Oh, the train is
in
getting
this
faster.
Society.
Yeah. Like there's a reason for this to be here beyond it's challenging and all the kids love this stuff.
Yeah.
So, point of order, try not to use the hover shit when jumping from train to train.
Okay.
Just
try
because
and jump over.
that slows down your momentum a whole butt ton. And I think that's why you fell off the last one.
Oh, this guy's even faster and
Oh god.
requires me to...
Oh god.
Oh, I have to hover on these ones.
Well, you're not trying to make another train on this one.
Am now. Woo!
Jeez.
No. Oh.
Woo! We made it! Oh my god.
Okay, now we're that way. That way looks like a place I should go.
I swear, if you were about to
If I
fall off
had to
into the
and have
death,
to do that section again,
that would have been.
God, I would have hated. But the game design seems to be a bit better in account for than that, so I can.
Yeah, that's they're much nicer to you. And we're lost. Cool.
No, I climb up here.
All right. How about we climb up there next time?
But I made it. I'm
But
up here.
how about we go to the next area next time?
Okay.
Because we're out of time.
That's fine. All right.
We'll see you next time, whenever that is.
Bye.
An arbitrarily defined period of time. And by time, we mean motion of atoms and subspace particles into the future.
I can see the future.
I can see the future!
Like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't chain me down. I feel so alive.